Cogmore going. The Cogmore ban, I don't really like it, to be honest. Are they going to focus Stake again? Are they going to just go with the same as they did before? Or is it going to be a switch up?
No, there's Morgana ban.
I guess they felt pressured enough by it. Previously, it was Lulu and someone else. Skarner coming across. Could have been Lulu Skarner actually before. I don't know.
Yeah, I think these are targeted bans coming into Brad from Keel on the Casio and the Rise.
Twitch goes. Zach is on the board. I expect that to be the first pick now. And then we'll probably see Sejuani for the opposing team. Plus,
this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be.
Maybe Caitlyn. Maybe like a Zyra.
Dora and Fabes. I mean, they could. They really like the Rakan Zyra combo at bot lane,
which is open right now, so they could just go for it.
It's an opportunity, definitely.
And it's strong against Zac as well, because you are able to just feather storm the elastic slingshot to prevent that engage from actually coming through. Locking in the Lulu though.
Yep.
Who will it be paired with? Tristana. Alright, so now I think you're open to just pick your bot lane here. Seems like a decent strategy. Unbench the Kench. Take out energy, Crimson Dominus. Tam Kench comes through, and that's going to be paired with a Jinx. Interesting. Jinx? Is this a standard? I don't think so. If Ivan gets locked in, that would be very interesting to see.
As the Jace pick again.
Jace, that feels I don't like that at all. This is a blind Jace. I guess he just feels confident that he can just definitely beat Benbow with it, but now this allows Benbow to pick a counter pick. Which I'm sure he has one loaded up off the table. Unless it's a Jace mid. Could be flexed.
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you know if the mid laner plays Jace? I don't think he would.
Not entirely, no. I know that the people that Keel have banned are a lot of Brad's main picks.
Yeah.
But I don't know about Jace.
Zed's on the table right now if Stake opts to go for it. Zoe getting taken away. There's so many mid lane bans.
Yeah, they really don't like the idea of this Brad right now.
Camille getting taken as well. So Benbow's picks are limited out. He does still get that counter pick either way. Stake will likely have to go for a blind though. I'm interested to see what jungler is going to get locked in now.
Mega Sejuani
off the board. There's Olaf, there's Kha'Zix, Jarvan.
Dankus has played. He plays a bit of Olaf.
Ivan would be interesting to support the Tristana, but I don't think it's that powerful right now.
Rek'Sai?
You need some hard engage.
Yeah, there's the Olaf.
It's engage, but it's not hard engage. You know, it's just running at someone.
Yeah.
Especially when that target can just be eaten, devoured by the Tam Kench. No, I'm not confident that the Olaf will be able to really this team comp doesn't have. It doesn't look like it has a way of really being proactive. It doesn't look like it can push its advantage. It definitely has some power in fights, and it's very heavily AD focused. Oh, Vladimir locked in for Stake.
We'll see Brad's pick now. I'm guessing that the Festival swap is picked now for Jace.
slightly just trying to figure out who's the counter pick to Vladimir. His Swain was left on the board. Swain is very powerful this patch, so I would like to see it, but Orianna, I believe, has the advantage in the matchup against Vladimir since she does outrange him. If he ever even attempts to go for a Q onto her with the trade, she can just QWE and walk away. So we have, I guess, a protect the Tristana comp in a sense. We do have Olaf running straight at the enemy comp. He can have the ball on him and then the follow through the shockwave. So it is now a method of engage, which does have to be comboed appropriately. But I mean, there's clear team fighting for Kiel. Whilst there's a I guess a kind of obvious combo to just watch out for, which I'm not sure Kiel can actually deal with the lack of mobility on their team. I mean, Vladimir can obviously pull it. There will be the Devour for Jinx, but Zac and Sion might just have to deal with it. This game rides heavily on the bot lane, I think. And especially the jungle intervention down there. We see that Zac on the blue side.
Yep.
We saw in the previous game that Tri-Brush control with the control ward is crucial for him to be able to get those solid ganks off. And he's going to be able to do it again. Let's see if we can get a repeat of what happened before, and maybe Olaf will actually show up for the counter ganks. In a 3v3, I don't know who wins. I don't think Zac, Tam, and Jinx do actually beat out Lulu, Trist, Olaf. I'm not sure. They have more burst, but I think they have the survivability for Derby. Sion into Jace, I think it's pretty solid for Sion. I mean, he just wins against everyone, really. So it could be interesting to see. And then, I mean, Stake, he's picked Vladimir into Orianna many times before. He's probably pretty comfortable with how it's played. He is aware that he should be down in the matchup, but he won't just bleed the CS. He won't just concede it and let the enemy get ahead as far as possible. On bench the Kench. You better cheer for the Tam Kench now. Please. I should get some apple juice. I'm gonna go get some apple juice real quick. I would also recommend you get yourself some fluids in case you haven't already had some beside you, my dude.
All right, I'm prepared. Don't you worry.
Oh, shell.
When I was warned that this might be a two best of threes, I prepared accordingly.
All right, I appreciate that. All right.
Well, while Ollie's AFK, anyone here from Kiel, make sure you don't forget to follow Derby Raptors on Twitter. Don't forget to follow Derby Raptors on Twitch. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Tedster, with 2 R's and an underscore. High quality memes, all day, every day. Yeah. Oof. Anyone who's just joining into the stream right now, we are into the semi-finals of Division 2 in the League of Legends National Championship, the Spring Split. This is Kiel versus Derby, and the winner of this goes on to the finals to play Grey Warwick Academy. Best of 3, best of 5, who knows what it is against Grey Warwick Academy, but what we don't even know is if it's online or if it's online. It could be either or, but we have no idea because reasons. But that's fine. Hey Raj, I don't know what stream you're watching, mate, but I know the stream I just watched, Derby just won the first map. So 2-0 inbound, mate. Of course. no problem for the Derby Raptors. Hello, hello, hello.
Right.
He's back.
So something we need to actually factor in here and take into account is literal fatigue of these players.
That's true.
It's not even like they've been playing for that long this day. It's that the day's gone on so long. If any of these guys woke up before midday, they're probably planning on sleeping relatively soon. But no, they're in game.
They're going to be cracking the monster. You know, trying to stay awake as much as they can. I think, well, how long of a break did you guys have between your first and second best three? Was it a 3-hour break? No, it wasn't 3, was
Something stupid.
You started at 5:30.
Started at 5:30.
2-0.
It was a 2-0 that probably lasted about an hour and a half, maybe, like total.
Yeah, so
So it was probably about like 7, and then the game
Yeah.
started. Yeah, maybe 2.5 hours later.
I think the one thing, well, if you figure, because Derby's just, well, they're on their 5th map now. Their 5th straight map, more or less, not including short breaks. They have got Braddon now, who hasn't been playing. I'm sure he's been playing like just during the day kind of thing, but nothing like this. So, it'll be interesting to see if that makes a difference. But no,
Yeah.
I agree. The fatigue will definitely be setting in.
So earlier on into this game, I think the lanes are relatively even. I think the longer it goes, when Oriana has some serious mana regen and cooldown reduction, then she'll actually start taking the lane away. I think when Lulu can start to actually hurt this Jinx, they'll start winning that lane, and then Benbow, I guess probably around the time that Black Cleaver gets picked up for Jace, I think he'll start to lose the lane. So if you're Keel, you need to like hope that everything goes positive early on, otherwise you start losing pressure of the map early. And also I hope that someone just wins quick. So
Yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
confident in the Zac, Vladimir, Tam Kench lineup though. The Jinx is pretty similar, I guess. Oh, Jace kind of getting caught out in a sense here. State getting decent chunk off onto him. Pepe Frog now tagging him with the slow as well, forcing the flash. That is huge. If they're able to capitalize on that, that would be so good for them.
Yeah, definitely. And just,
Especially being that it's Jace.
Yep.
He's so feast or famine in this lane.
He's not gonna have. He's not got the biggest of move kits either.
Nope.
Like to get away from people. He's got this little barrier thing I didn't proper name of, but even then, that's not a whole lot. That's not like a big gap closer or anything like that. It just gives you move speed. So we'll see. I guess we'll see if Keel recognises this and try and take advantage.
So, one thing I guess to note as to why Stake hasn't been playing the Vladimir as much as he previously did, you know, the unsealed spellbook nerf did come through, so of course that affected him a decent amount. We see that Brad Tech is focusing quite heavily on using his Q to just focus down the Vladimir, which does result in his lane getting shoved towards him. Which is pretty smart from him. Like, he's trying to shove down his opposing laner whilst also getting the lane towards where he wants it to be. The only issue is he'll run out of mana shortly, and Vladimir can then just sustain through it. So Olaf has to show up for a gank whilst it's actually working in his favour. Or he needs to change up how his playstyle is working. So Zac started topside jungle by the looks of things. He's now picking up his red, so we may see a lane gank bot, but I would have preferred to have seen him starting bot side and looking to actually punish the Jason said, considering that the flash is down.
Yeah.
What's the score so far? It's 1-0 for Derby. Alright, both junglers looking to run into each other on the spot side. They did spot each other, so that's fine. Bembo having what appears to be a much better time on this Scion, which is just to be expected, of course.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an interesting lane phase of top lane. I think Fist is going to have to play a bit differently than last time. I don't think he can afford to have as many like sort of quick skirmishes like he'd like to have before.
Already looking for the recall and using the teleport relatively soon, I'd imagine, or he could opt to just run
He
back
could
to
run,
lane.
yeah. The lane's not going to be shoved into his tower anytime soon. I think he's got time to just run back.
That's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not so happy about with like the purchase that came through because of that. Man,
Yeah.
this Lulu's playing so aggressively. Just constantly pressuring Jacko every time he goes for any CS. And you can tell he feels it. The chat spam is so... Ugh. I'm getting tired, man. How can these players not be getting tired? I feel for them right now, man. You could like the plays should be so sloppy in this game, and if not the next game, if there actually is one. Stake, it's not really taking much hurt. Like we say again, like Orianna at these early levels can shove, but she's not really going to do much to the Vladimir. It's when she starts picking up like the lost chapter and starts to build into those items that it actually accounts for something.
Yeah.
Ignite picked up by him. That's good into Vladimir, of course. But you know, Stake will just be able to, until Spellbook, switch into the teleport, so he will have the CP advantage in that lane. Olaf looking for a gank topside right now. I don't think it's spotted out by Bembo. He might have been.
Maybe there's a ward there.
Oh, yeah, he's backed away, so okay, good from him. Excellent to actually be watching the minimap when he places wards. He is shoving in quite heavily, so you know you do have to pay attention, well, serious attention to that. I'm not sure that Jackal and Pepe should be shoving this, like they should have the shove in this lane. I don't know. I don't really get how it works. So level 6 now, all the ignite coming through as well. He'll use, gonna have to flash away. Oh.
Yeah. He didn't pop the flash, luckily.
That was just seriously well played from him. The ignite so early as well.
Yep. Waiting to his favour though, because once he went into his pool and he was out, it was just pretty much done so, you know?
I'm not sure.
Even with the low mana that Brad's got right now, he's managing to pull it off.
He used it so, like, so surprisingly, it shocked me that, like, Stake just didn't have time to react, because one of the things which you can do is you can use that pool if timed correctly. It just completely counters the shockwave. It just doesn't hit you for anything. Diving in on this one.
That was a great dodge there.
A big amount of... Why would you ult the target? Use it the other way to try and get away from him. Still going to be able to back away anyways, but... Yeah, again, we see Bembo's losing out this top lane. He's not as far behind CS as we saw before, though. He has teleport to get back to the lane if he needs to use it. Junglers. So, Predator, it is picked up for Danke's player. He has those boots acquired. So, if he so wishes to use it, then he can. Stake now roaming down into the spot lane. Did get spotted on a ward.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely what's going to happen there, though. I don't know much else to say apart from, yep, that is happening. That is a thing.
I can seriously tell the difference in the mid laners, though. Why was he your substitute player?
Because he has commitments of work, basically. Like the timing of NUEL matches.
Right.
With work, I believe. Okay. So it's just a case of as and when.
Lucky noob that it went this late.
Yeah.
See, we can see now that he's picked up that blue buff and he's actually able to bully out Stake. He's getting the CS advantage.
Yeah.
like there's so little Vladimir can do. We're not going to see the CS advantage that we did in the previous game. There's no way near anything like that will happen, but it still just hurts for him. I think we're starting to reach that point where we do see the lanes start to win out for Derby. This is where Olaf should look for those opportunities to invade into the jungle. And we see him doing exactly that right now, looking to go for this red buff. Zach is trying to look for an engage in the bot lane. It's a bit difficult because Lulu has an excellent way of responding to a slingshot if it actually goes through. Going for it now. Flash used from the Lulu. Jackal taking quite a lot of damage now. Tristana looking to jump away. Lands onto the traps. Teleport being channeled now by the Jace. There is also the Olaf behind them if they so wish to go for this. Didn't actually cancel that. Maybe looking for the dive now. Maybe calling it off. Yep. But super low health bars now. For the blue team, this should be a dragon being given over to Derby.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think the Zach's exactly got the health right now to try and go for a smite dive, and then he's backing off, giving it to him.
It's fine. I mean, you like again, you kind of have to concede some stuff, but they have lost teleport for it though, so that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I felt about that. I don't think they actually needed it. I think they could have gotten that dragon regardless. But Benbow will be able to get a little bit of turret damage down in this top lane. Won't count for too much. Now they might look for a repeat gank. I think they might have spotted Zach and a ward though, but...
So I was been didn't get as much damage down on that top tower with the knowing the Jace was there. I guess the minions were quite far back when they realised that because he's only taken a small chunk off. The amount of time he was behind for. Not as much of a fast-paced start this one. Not as many kills going around.
Yeah, definitely slower, but I think. It was all about this this bot lane previously, where the Zach was just constantly applying pressure, and it's just not really been an option this time round for Kiel. They've been looking for it, but because they're being pressured on the Olaf, just looking to invade at every opportunity possible. Oh, looking for the gank in the mid lane. Stake used his pull, instantly getting ignited though. Stopwatch is there. No chance he's going to be able to live through this one. They're really punishing. And again, the pull was just a bit late for Stake there. I think you can clearly see that these players, they're getting tired.
Yeah, definitely. I think Brad coming in, having not played so many matches, is making quite a difference right now for Derby.
We see Crimson trying to clear out these minions in the mid lane so they don't just pick up that tower already. That would be such a crucial objective for Derby to pick up. And we're really fighting for this. Early game going exactly how they wanted it to. Already getting that tower, getting 2 kills for themselves now onto this Orianna. This is sort of a win condition we didn't previously see, but Benbow now looking for the solo kill. Charging the Q for just a little bit too long, allows that to get cancelled. Flashing forwards, hits him with the second one yet again, tags him with the Roar of the Slayer. Going for this auto attack, just about not enough. What?
Yeah, so close, and he backs out of that as well.
Ah, man.
It's a shame, really. You hate to see it.
He greeted so hard by fully channeling.
Yep.
Oh, Rocket? Is the Rocket going to tag him? No, it went too wide.
Oh,
okay.
close.
Fully channeling the Q. You can't do that against the Jace. He has the cancel. This can't happen. Now State getting rooted off whilst he's trying to look for the escape from this one. Shockwave comes through. Finally, we see him using the pull in time, but it doesn't matter because he's tagged up with the slows. He's getting so punished this game. I know they're going to look to try and convert this into some bot lane pressure as well, whilst that mid lane tower is about to fall.
All 3 kills on the Ori, and you can tell she's getting getting very close to that 2k gold lead. On the mid lane, and there goes the first turret as well.
Difference from the previous game. Looking for this. Buster shot away. Crimson does get the tag in, flashing forward from Jackal. The heal comes out as well. Now Olaf joining the fight. Excellent Devour onto him. He uses the thumbs up. Tags him with the undertow though. Everything's just going so badly now for Keel. Now Orianna showing up in the bot lane as well. If they try to stay and protect this tower, they could just give their lives for it. Benbow, sort of the only hope of a chance by the looks of things in this game. That's going to be the second tower now falling for them. As the gold lead extends to about 5k now.
Yep, 140 to the next dragon. Which dragon would that be? That would be a... Ocean Drake? Is it Ocean?
Yeah, that's Ocean.
Is it the name? Yeah.
Not really what you want, to be honest.
No, it's not one of those. Not an important one.
Unless you like a siege comp, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Maybe just kill it to try and hope you get Infernal next. Get out of the way.
Now, again, I want to note that, yeah, we kind of expect the lead for Derby. Maybe not this big a lead, but it's hard for them to actually capitalize when team fights, like when they're actually looking to start some team fights. The only real initiation they have is the Olaf just running at them, plus the combo of the shockwave. How reliable that will be, we'll have to see. Benbow just not taking any damage, man. Black Clover is completed now though for Jay, so it's starting to go in his favor shortly. As the longer trades come out, the better for him.
Yeah, yeah. Keel have definitely got a much better initiate compared to Derby. Dak. Or the Sional, I guess. Tom Kench is also, I guess, could do something maybe if he's in the right place at the right time. Benbow taking a lot of damage right now.
Landing the ultimate onto them. They're going for the dive. Jackal looking to pick up this kill as well as the thumbs out comes. And he picks it up. Bot lane, however, is not being responded to right now as they're looking to get this top tower. It might be traded over. The only person there right now is Pepe Frog. I'm not sure he'll be able to defend that by himself. Stake will make the rotation. Orianna is just getting a blue buff for himself right now. So, teleport being channeled though? Not sure how I feel about that. These teleports have been super suspect this game, man.
Sus as fuck. And here we go. Straight on the Ocean Drake.
This? I'm kind of fine with. I don't know, like Zach.
I guess it's just getting out of the way, isn't it? Really? Yeah. There we go.
I assume they saw Crimson recall on a ward.
Maybe.
Otherwise, that seems
seriously
good flash. Shockwave does connect onto Stake. They do get the Devour though. Lulu trying to assist him as much as possible. Let's Bounce does tag him up. Radtech just able to... No, not going to make the walk away. Stake does have Ignite ticking onto him. Flashes away from this Jackal. Getting the convert. This looks eerily similar to the previous game, my man. 3-0 now for Keel in that skirmish.
Back and forth.
They're going to be able to pick up this mid turret as well as a response. Jace coming from the bot side.
Yeah,
he
possibly.
Won't be able to do anything with that. Just going to back away.
They know he's there though, so they're definitely...
Abyssal Voyage onto him, forcing the flash from him. Blast Cone was there if he really needed it. Okay.
Yep.
Ult for flash. I'll take it. So one thing I want to point out. Remember the flash was burnt at the start of the game by the Jace. Was it ever punished?
No. Not really. I don't think it was at all, actually. I don't think... I
know. I don't think it even showed the top side.
Zach started top to bot rather than bot to top jungle, so he wasn't even in position to.
And I think this is where you can see that these players are just like, it's obvious. At any other time of day, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, he used flash. Let's just gank him. But then it's like, don't know what I'll do. I forget. Me forgetty spaghetti.
Spaghetti, never regretty.
Scion ult
There we
coming
go.
out.
Yep.
Not going to connect onto any targets, just clearing out the wave for them. We see the 5-man party in the top lane. Stake is bot side right now, and he doesn't have teleport, so I'm not sure how he would fare in the 1v1 against this Jace, especially on the health that he's currently on right now. Looking to do as much damage as possible. Didn't have a massive amount of burst coming through. Zach looking to dive onto the bot lane. Shockwave onto 2. Jackal takes half of his health. Now trying to back away from this one. Pepe Frog stepping forwards. I think both teams are just sort of dealing decent amounts of damage, but an excellent let's bounce forces the Tristana to try and hop away from this. Zach passive is popped, trying to back away. The rockets are coming out, getting excited. Jinx is able to pick up some kills there. And although the tower did fall to that Rift Herald, that's 3 kills now.
Yeah, that's a really good fight from Keel. And that was without Stake as well. Oh,
I mean, Stake's the weakest member of the team right now, so that makes sense.
That's true. I think with the with Fist not being there to do anything, I think that made quite a difference. Even though the Jace hasn't got,
Crimson.
Yeah, no, definitely I agree. I mean, even having either of those people from bot top would have made the difference for sure.
Exactly.
Even if it was a 5v5, they could have gone like any other way.
And Jackal in that fight as well. He played that really well, landing all of the rockets that he needed to. Got the resets off of the get hyper. Stake stepping a bit far forwards. Excellent bait now. The Scion ult does go a little bit wide, but the Slayer doesn't tag him. So I don't think they'll be able to combo this. I'd like to have seen Scion a bit to the right of the lane so that he could have gotten a better angle with his ultimate. Could have pulled up a bit more, but
yeah.
Unfortunate. Just going to be an ultimate used there. It's kind of a low cooldown, although, well, when you have the CDR, which I guess Bembo doesn't right now with his build.
Maybe we'll get that later on, but not right now.
Morena Nomicon is the first item being built by this Orianna. That's fine. I think that's okay.
Yep.
Especially against the Vladimir, who you're looking to constantly have grievous wounds on. That seems like a very solid purchase from him. Benbo. Now
there we go. Baron's about to go live as well.
I don't think this is on any of the team's minds. There's no chance of a steal or well, a rush.
No, I think they're going to wait for a very safe opportunity right now. They're both very close in gold. Even though Derby's got more towers taken down.
If a fight happens right now, and Jackal doesn't get instantly killed, Keel probably will win it because he has the Infinity Edge, and Tristana doesn't. I think Tristana probably has enough gold to like back and pick it up, which is what we see her doing right now. But if something was to break out in a 5v5, then the crits would really work in Keel's favor. But we're gonna see.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
now.
There's the eye edge, like you said. So that's going to bring the AD carries back on equal footing.
I think Benbo... Oh, Executioner's Calling picked up by Jace. They really don't want Stake healing. What? That's nuts. Also, Stake going for the second item... Second item death cap? That seems so greedy. Why wouldn't you go for the Zhonya's? Like,
he's trusting in the late game, maybe? I don't know, like Rabadon's early on. With not a lot of items to take advantage of the passive seems a bit...
Yeah.
It's an interesting one, for sure. Interesting.
I don't know the logic behind that, but... Bot side control of the map is in favor of Keel right now, so as this dragon does come up, they might be able to opt into that fight. Again, Jace is a better split pusher than he is a team fighter. Scion is now going to charge straight onto the ultimate from Ornn. Olaf coming out. Let's bounce. Catches off a crucial target. Tristana trying to hop away from that one. The ult goes wide from Jackal, though. Stake trying to get as many people as possible, but he does die. Is the Hemorrhage going to be able to get any targets? Doesn't look like it. And now, re-entering the fight, Bradtech instantly picks up one. Jackal stepping too far forwards. Gets exhausted, looking to go hyper. The rockets are coming out. Gets the first kill for himself, giving him the move speed. Now, Pepe Frog is chasing onto such low health targets from Derby, but they can't get any of them. Look at them all.
Oh my god.
One crit from Jackal would have killed any of them. He would have gotten excited. He would have been able to chase them. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Such a messy fight.
You hate to see it. You really do.
And it kind of all started off with that Scion ult. It weaved through the team and just hit the one person that's just able to escape from it as Olaf just presses R and walks away.
Yeah.
Excellent Let's Bounce again onto this Tristana. Somehow able to pull her into the fight. I think we've seen that twice now. Like, how is that even happening?
The Let's Bounce from both sides have been really good. From both Derby's last game and Kiel this game.
Yeah.
They've just been good to see.
But Jackal, again, in these fights, he's staying alive. He's doing so much damage, being kept alive as well by the Tam Kench. He got really close to dying at one point there. It's really, like, Stake was trying for it. He tried to double kill the backline there. Didn't get either of them, though, unfortunately, as he did get Buster shotted out. Benbow finally showing up in this bot lane. Picked up a Banner of Command for himself?
Yeah, it's an early one.
But why would you get that against a Jace? Shockwave now onto Pepe Frog. Seems to be the only person alive for his team. And he doesn't even get the opportunity to use the thick skin because he was whimsied. Now Tristana shows up in this bot lane to deal with that minion. They could potentially call for a Baron right now, but I think it would be a little bit silly of them. You know, just to support being down doesn't really call for a 4v5 Crimson looking for an engage. The Shockwave is down though, so he tags the slow into her. Let's Bounce coming through. Excellent flash. Just one away from this one. Ragnarok as he tries to back away. The rocket goes wide. Now following through yet again. Scion ult onto the Lulu looking to kill her. She's flashing away from this one, giving herself the shields. Crimson super low. Again, the auto attacks just aren't quite enough from Jackal. He needs those crits, Benbow. Now trying to back away, and the rest of his teammates are just so low. Jace teleported through on the back end, I think, and auto attacks now coming through from Jackal. Crits are there. Oh my word, the damage from this Orianna shredding through Kiel.
That was insane.
And would you believe it, the forced 4v5 fight from them didn't work.
Derby
are so slippery, man. They're just walking away with barely any health.
That's Baron, right? You just go for it. Hell yeah, you go. I mean,
this is quick enough that there won't be a response, Pepe. There's no chance of him able to steal this, being able to steal this. And they do
as OP as that would have been, I don't think I don't think it's quite there, sadly.
Let's look at the gold differences now. It's honestly, it's entirely on this mid lane. It's clearly on this Orianna. You just saw a one shot on there, and she's about to pick up the Rabadons for himself as well. I want to see a Locket picked up by Tam Kench probably. Either that or some perfect timing on some Devours. Perfect timing from Sanguine Pools. You know, like, this is difficult. Such a fed Orianna. Of course, you could just opt for the dive Orianna strategy with the Zac. But then the Lulu is just trying to keep her alive the entire time. We've seen it. Putting in so much work, just barely getting the teammates out. Redemption picked up as well. So there's even more healing in these fights.
Exactly. You can try and dive the Ori, but the shield, then the ult, then Redemption if you really need it. Because in that time that you've popped both those, that's enough time for the Ori to get out a good few abilities and put some work in on the enemy team.
Yeah.
And look at this wave of bot.
Huge wave now. Excellent. Tam Kench, of course, just able to tongue devour the minion, so it won't be dealing any more damage to that turret. Excellent use of the split push now from Brad Tech. Oh, Shockwave goes wide from him. Abyssal Voyage now being called onto the backline. Stake is getting dangerously low. Pepe Frog didn't have any teammates when he dived onto the backline, though. So now he's sort of alone trying to deal with this Orianna. Now in the top lane, Benbow trying to do as much damage as possible with the assistance of the turret shots. Ult comes out from him as well. He's looking for this solo kill. Roar of the Slayer does tag him with the slow, and he gets it. But the mid lane tower is now falling. Tristan looking to hop away from this one. Crimson trying to tag him with the stun as well. Olaf running down Jackal. Doesn't have enough damage. Having to back away from this. State gets the kill. Reset now for Jackal. Flash forwards from this Tristana shutdown. Can he life steal enough? Jackal trying to survive. Doesn't have enough. And now the Orianna is trying to back away as the only man alive on her team. But 2 inhibs fell for Keel. Bembo doesn't have much magic resist. I'm not sure he's actually going to be able to get this. Brad Tech will get the kill onto him. Stake can't assist him on that much health. He's just having to deal with the minions. So overall a decent fight. But the inhibs do fall.
Yeah. I think your time was just a bit behind mine. I don't know if you're like behind or not.
I can press plus.
Yeah, I'm on 28-26 right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, TSM just lost.
Rip.
Oh, that sucks, dicks.
Okay, I spammed the plus a little bit. It should be good. Well, rip for TSM.
Yep. Well, this is going to be a bad day if Kill loses well. That's what it looks like it could be with the 7k gold differential. 2 inhibs down, we've got the same situation as we did in the previous game. And again, you know, like all of these fights, they're being started by Keel. Like we said, there's no real way to like push their advantage for Derby. But they're just so far ahead that it's forcing Keel to actually go for these fights. To try and just not give over these towers. Because if you just stand on the tower, the Orianna will just kill you.
Yeah.
So they have to go for the fights, and then they just, unfortunately, they lose them because of the gold difference.
And it's Drake number 4, Derby.
Another tower.
Another tower, yeah. Baron buff's fallen off now, so I think if Derby get into the big fight here, it could be an ender.
Could be. Sion ult goes wide, trying to catch off either the Lulu or the Tristana, getting the polymorph now, as well as Olaf's looking to run down Jackal. Redemption is there for a little bit of damage. State getting so much damage onto his face, and now the Jace looking to dive the backline. Flashes away himself. Benbo's going to fall. Again, the Jinx ult just isn't enough. And like that, Derby should be able to take this game. This Crimson's trying to look for the engage, trying to look for the miracle, fight for themselves. Tristana jumping forwards, catching off Jackal, getting the kills for themselves. And they take the Nexus turrets, and they will take the Nexus at just about 30 minutes into the game. I mean, MVP's absolutely got to be Brad Tech.
Yeah, definitely.
I told you it was going to be a 2-0, dude.
You did call it.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe not the way you were hoping for, but you called it. Well, good game. Well played by both teams. It was a great first game, actually. I really enjoyed watching that. It was the back and forth for sure.
This one, not so much.
No. The Brad Tech power sub last minute came in clutch there for sure.
They seriously punished Stake with that counter pick, and then just the way that they played around that lane as well was... I mean, with 0 hard CC, and they were able to get 3 kills off onto him early.
Yep.
And then they were able to translate that around the rest of the map as well. Those fights just about going in their favour in the bot lane. Top lane was honestly a non-factor in this game. But yeah, let's look at the damage graph. Orianna, way ahead of everyone else. Yep. That's seriously ahead, Jesus. Unfortunate. GG's to Derby.
Yep. Well played by you guys as well. We'll be in the... Is it land? Is it online? Who knows?
I'm pretty sure it'll be online, right?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it's done at the live. Maybe they'll have the time for it. I guess it depends on what happens. So we'll see, I guess. Well,
that is the final spring NUEL stream from me now.
Yep. And ourselves over at Derby. That's it.
Realistically, I don't think I'll be doing all of them in the future.
Yeah, you've put
someone
to be fair,
else's.
you've put in the work this year, I must say. Hats off
Someone
to you,
else
my guy.
is going to be the content producer. So
Does that mean you'll get to play NUEL?
well, the thing is, I still want to do League. I probably won't do Overwatch and CS.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I think I'd like to see people from W like streaming as well. It's kind of tough though because a lot of people that want to stream are also playing. It's what happened with Counter-Strike. I was originally casting every week. I was going to cast matches.
Yeah.
But because I had to sub in, so it ended up just being like, okay, well, just put me on the main roster kind of thing. Or it was more that there was always someone who wasn't playing, so I just subbed in every week.
It's fair.
But yeah. Right, well, I'm going to stop my stream. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and all that. Next time you'll see a stream, I'm not too sure. Actually, it'll be the online Northampton varsity game from us. The date for that will be on our Facebook or Twitter. Probably post it on our Discord as well if you're in there. That'll be a best of 3. But apart from that, maybe spring, so summer split even. I don't know. We'll see. We always say if we're streaming. So.
Do I have anything to say? Thank you to the players, either way.
Yeah.
Especially tonight, because it's hard.
It's a long grind. It's probably the worst nights for sure. Like
literally, there could have been another game.
Back to back.
Could have gone past. Yeah. That's disgusting.
It could have been past midnight. That would have been rough as fuck.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, we'll see what happens in summer. I'm not sure that like all 5 players will be able to play around then. I mean, summer's summer, isn't it? So
summer's always just the whatever league. Like
exactly.
Spring is always the big one, I think, for sure.
So we will see you in summer. But till then, if you want some serious gameplay, if you want to see a serious attempt at going for Nats, maybe Division 1. And of course, stick around for winter. But till then, thank you to the players. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to everyone for sticking around watching the stream. Please check out Varsity if you're around in the area, or just watch the stream. Of course, same place. You see the times on screen right now. Thank you, Darby. Thank you, Teddy, in particular, for joining me on this cast.
Thank you. I do try. I don't know a lot about League, but I had fun.
Fine. You said yep, and that's all I needed. So.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So, Teddy, what's your thoughts on this recent patch?
Yep. Exactly. And with that, adios.
Goodbye.